Happy Monday morning to you. Hope you guys are off to a great start to your day. I am encouraged this morning to get this day off to a great start, really pushing to make sure that this week I am stepping above the average, that I am going out and doing all that I can to stand out from the crowd. I was encouraged by some words to really step into today. And words came from Fred Decker, who once referred to mediocrity, to the term mediocrity. And he said, you can't promote it, you can't fire it, and you can't win with it. If you know that's the truth, drop some ones right now in the comments while you're watching this video. But mediocrity, you can't promote it, you can't fire it, and you can't win with it. And everyone in a position of leadership, if you're in management, if you own your own business, you know the burden that mediocrity places upon your company. And yet it's startling, right? How many people seem content with being mediocre. Most people don't give thought to their digital identity and their online brand presence. But as we all know, first impressions last, right? First impressions last. If you're to spend the time looking at, and I'm a brand guy, right? I'm a brand strategist and a marketer. And if you and I were to look at the personal brands of leaders and some of the professionals out there today, you'd notice that there's a tiny margin, right, between those who dwell in that zone of mediocrity and those who make that one shift, right, to that tiny margin that's different between those who achieve that next level of being above average. And then there's another tiny margin between above average and those who are superior standouts. And so, most of us starting a business, we begin with roughly the same amount of knowledge, the same amount of resources, the same equipment, the same tools. One person might have an advantage with slightly better schooling. Another person might have a slightly better advantage with an advanced degree. But give or take, those benefits are going to fade as we move into and develop into our areas of expertise in a working world. What's special about, again, coming back to a personal brand, what's special about a personal brand that stands out? I think that leaders and professionals who get it early, who make that decision early, who make those small extra sacrifices demanded of them to build a digital presence, they are the ones who go on to excel at that superior standout level in the digital economy and in what we are going to be seeing post-pandemic. Some of them might have considered the decision wisely, which is amazing, and others do it subconsciously. But what's remarkable to me is how few people actually make that decision, especially considering that it doesn't take a great deal of time, right? It doesn't take that much more extra time and hours of work. So those living in mediocrity without a digital footprint in 2021, many of them think that it's the easy way, right? But not realizing that in the long term, he or she is taking the hardest path of all, right? Because we are going to end up, if we live in that area of mediocrity, we're going to end up living off of the meager, harvest that it produces. So I'm going to encourage you today to not live in that zone of mediocrity, not dwell on well enough. Do what you need to do. Put in that extra time, put in that extra work each week to go a little bit above average, and every now and then, strive for standing out. Pursue that, right? Pursue standing out. I am, again, a brand strategist. I'm working hard at helping folks, professionals, leaders, entrepreneurs to build a brand that stands out. I do that by way of sharing stories of standouts, trailblazers on my podcast, trailblazers.fm. You can learn more about the podcast over at tvpod.com. And I also do that by way of a personal branding bootcamp that I created called the Personal Branding Essentials Bootcamp. We are running our second spring cohort on May 1st. To learn more, you can hop on over to stephenahart.com/bootcamp. And that's my word for today. That's my mission fuel for today, as my good brother Sean Dove would say. Good morning, Minda Hearts. Good morning, Sheldon. Good morning, Annette Ralston. I appreciate y'all rocking with me. Good morning, David from Treasure Beach. I appreciate you all being here this morning. Hope you guys go out today. Kill it, as Minda said, right? I love that, Minda. Mediocrity can't go where we're headed, right? My brother Sean Dove said, murder mediocrity in your life on this Monday. Absolutely, right? So let's go out today. Let's aim to stand out from the crowd, right? God bless. Have a fantastic day. Cheers.